Enlighten me. We're waiting.
Gotta run through the teams. Okay.
Dolphins.
He does worse on the Texans than he would on the Chiefs. I'm not wrong.
Okay, let's
How do you
take
kick the host from the call?
I'll just hand it over to you.
And I would argue that that's a complete lie because he can take a 6-yard slant route 94 yards to the house easily.
Gooch, I'm wrong.
There we go. That's all I wanted.
I'm wrong.
We can move on now.
Okay, welcome back to the Below 500 podcast. I'm Wiz.
I'm Hunter.
I'm Gooch.
Recording a little early this week due to schedule conflicts, but luckily we were all able to.
Why are you putting that? It's going to come out at the same time.
Together.
You just said you're going to take 2 days to edit.
Well, I mean, information's going to be late. Yeah, it matters. But anyway, Gooch, you said
before we jump into this,
yeah.
I just am going to go ahead and get on the record now before we dive in. I'm letting it fly this episode. I have had a dog shit week, and I have strong opinions on a wide range of topics. So I just hope you guys are ready for this.
Dude, I can't wait for your lows or other comp section you have here because I'm going to be right with
you. It's all lows. I'm just this episode is a low.
I don't know why it's a prize right there, but okay. Getting into the NBA draft, the Rockets had a pretty good night last night, but the Thunder did not.
God damn it! I knew this was gonna happen. Mark the tape. I have it on record. I just cannot wait for the Thunder to draft some European that we've never heard of.
Oh, you know what's going to happen.
At 6.
You know what's going to happen.
I know. It happens every year. On record. Who the fuck is Josh Giddey? Every year. We get the best draft pick we've had in 5, 6, 7 years, and we take Josh Giddey.
Who?
I still don't know who.
I haven't even heard who the hell Australian. That's pretty white.
They hit it with Basley last year out of Australia, and so now they're like trying to double down.
Crikey, mate.
Didn't he play? Was he the player who played with in the same league as Lonzo or LaMelo?
I don't know. I've literally never heard of this guy.
Really? I haven't heard of a lot of guys last night. I don't think y'all made a big of a stretch as the Spurs did. Spurs Twitter was mad yesterday.
I will say, to our credit, somewhat, I am hopeful for Trey Mann.
Who?
The point guard out of Florida.
All I know is I saw a bunch of Rockets Twitter like, I'm glad we have we had a top pick and got Jalen Green, so we don't have to sell ourselves on Trey Mann. So I'm assuming Trey Mann is mid.
I mean, so Trey Mann, literally everything I've seen from him is that he's a scorer. That's it. He's like back when you would play your buddy in like NBA 2K12 and he would pick the Wizards and John Wall would have 67 in the final and he'd score 73 points for the whole team. That's what I've kind of heard out of Trey Mann is he shoots the ball and he doesn't like to pass it. Why we draft the next Kobe.
I'm most excited for the Rockets. The second pick the Rockets made. I don't know how the fuck to say his name.
The fucking like Turkish guy.
Alperen Sengun. Sengun. I don't know how the fuck to.
But yeah, I guarantee we can both say Papa Nicolau.
Papa Nick. Oh God. Oh my God. I don't remember what year 2K was, but every time that fucker got the ball in the corner, I would shoot a three. I would yell Papa, and I would fucking drain it and piss off my cousin.
I think it was 2K11.
Oh my God. I'd be like, Papa.
Because it was Papa Nicolau and Troy Daniels.
Oh my God. What was the old point guard's name we had? Oh it's gonna bug me. Fuck. But Hunter, you talk about the Rockets draft picks.
What about him?
No. What am I supposed to know? I know I'm hyped for Jalen Green. I wanted him over Cade the entire time. I wanted Green and Mobley.
I didn't realize Cade was 6'8".
Yeah.
He looks short as shit.
Dude, I want Cade. Fuck.
Well, looks like neither of us can have him. He's stuck in Detroit.
Oh, he's getting traded within 3 years. He's getting out of there. Ain't nobody staying in Detroit.
Pablo Prigioni. Oh my God.
Who?
What about him?
Dude, he was like a 40-year-old point guard on the Rockets.
Yes, I remember that. Him and Scary Terry. Not Scary Terry.
Jason Terry.
The Jet, yeah.
Dude, we had Ashik, Beverly, Monte Eunice, Chandler Parsons, and James Harden was the issue. Next topic.
Speaking of James Harden.
Oh, shit. Good transition.
Fucking dumbass.
I wasn't looking at the doc. I'm sorry.
Do you ever look at the doc?
I usually
This is
do.
why you're the third wheel.
No, he's got like 3 different Pro Football Report top 10 positions pulled up so he can cheat during terrible things.
I don't. I'm fucking this up. But the Sixers have reportedly they wanted to trade Ben Simmons last night, which did not happen. And they have.
I was so fucking scared they were going to trade him to the Thunder. I could feel it,
dude. So they want 3 first-round picks, 4 first-round swaps, and starting caliber players for Ben Simmons. I believe they asked the Spurs for DeJounte Murray, and then 3 picks and 4 pick swaps. I'm like, no.
The only thing this tells me is that the Sixers GM doesn't go to the games.
Well,
because if he had saw that dude play at all in those last 3 playoff games, he would be giving that motherfucker away.
So Daryl Morey isn't the GM, but he definitely has some GM influences, I think. Yeah. He's the president.
Team president, aren't they?
Yeah. And he is known for pulling the trigger on trades. So it's really weird. And the fact that they wouldn't give up, what did we ask for? We asked for Ben Simmons, Thibault, and 5 picks from the Sixers for James Harden. And now they're asking for all this shit for Ben Simmons. It's ridiculous. I don't think Ben Simmons was worth that before the season, let alone after the season.
There's no way they get that.
But the worst thing is that reports are saying their relationship's ruined in Philadelphia. So, I mean, they're going to have to trade him.
Well, so who was it? Someone, I don't remember if it was did Ben Simmons ever play for Team USA?
He's Australian, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's Australian.
Okay. So I don't remember. I saw something about an ex-teammate. I don't think it was on the Sixers, but it was an ex-teammate from somewhere that basically said Ben Simmons is a lazy fuck.
I did see that.
And that, especially they said ever since he signed one of those e-gaming deals, esports deals with FaZe Clan, didn't he?
I don't know. I don't keep up with that shit.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm pretty sure
I don't
I'm
keep
right
up
on
with Ben
this.
Simmons.
Well, it was during that playoff series, I was getting all kinds of
he's
Simmons
invested in FaZe Clan,
content. Yeah. So yeah, so I heard once he got involved with them, it got even worse. Like in the off season, like that dude would do like an hour long like workout a day and then just go like play fucking Fortnite with FaZe Clan. And that pretty much all his teammates were pissed.
So what I don't get is like, I know we've seen like I've seen him practice in the offseason where he's hitting mid range and threes. Like he's not hitting a lot. He's missing some in practices. But how when it comes to actual game time, you can't hit one. Like
Or you're scared to shoot a fucking layup from the block.
I know. I mean, I think at that point he was in his own head. Basketball version of Yips. But I mean, but other than that, he can't shoot. He has no jumper. He's worse than Dwight Howard.
He can't shoot a free throw.
I'm taking Dwight Howard from 3 before I take Ben Simmons.
Okay. Well,
he's got a better career percentage. But I don't know. It's ridiculous that 76ers want that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're not getting that. No chance. Final blockbuster piece of NBA news. I am excited for Russ on the Lakers.
I am too.
I never lost my love for Russ when he left the Thunder. To like in my head, he did nothing but like right by us during his time in OKC.
He left the right way too.
Yeah, no, he's still one of my favorite players. Like there's a high probability that by the time next NBA season rolls around, y'all see me on here in a Russ Lakers jersey.
Did y'all see a report came out today saying LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook were actually together last week and agreed that if this happened, they'd put their egos aside, and the main thing is winning a championship.
Didn't Harden and Westbrook say the same thing in Houston?
Okay. But you realize Westbrook's problem with Harden is that he'd show up to practice, or Harden would show up to practice like 2 hours late, Davis shit.
Yeah, it's because literally you look at I've said this before, every single place Westbrook has gone. The media hates him. Social media hates him. He gets ripped apart by everybody on the outside. Everybody that's ever played with Russell Westbrook has not had a bad thing to say about him. You cannot find me a bad quote or bad report from a Russell Westbrook teammate.
Oh, if you had to ask me if I would have taken last year's Rockets with John Wall or last year's Rockets with Westbrook, I'd take Westbrook every time. I think he'd be good for the young players we have too. So I wish we would have kept Westbrook.
I mean, and like that's another reason I like Westbrook on the Lakers with LeBron. I want to see Westbrook get a ring. Like I don't care who it's with. I mean, he can win it. I would have loved it with the Thunder, but after KD left, that just wasn't happening. I mean, if it's with the Lakers, if he has to go to the Nets, Raptors, I don't give a fuck. I want a ring on Westbrook's finger. He deserves it.
Honestly, if it's Nets Lakers next year in the finals, I'm rooting for the Lakers, no matter how much I'd hate it.
And so the thing with them, like saying they're going to put their egos aside, I don't really read too much into that because I don't think Westbrook's ever been like a big ego player necessarily. Like people will call it stat padding or whatever. I don't really care. Like that dude doesn't care if it's 2 minutes after the tip off or 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter and they're up 30. Like Westbrook has one speed and he's going to run baseline to baseline and get rebounds and shoot the ball. And if people want to call that stat padding, that's fine, but that's just his game. So ego aside, like his game's not going to change just because he's with LeBron and they've agreed to win a championship.
Imagine LeBron and Westbrook on a fast break running full speed.
Oh, I love it. And I think like Westbrook's like high energy play style is what like an aging LeBron needs.
Oh yeah.
Because LeBron's not that guy anymore that's going to like for a full game run floor to floor and control the ball and all that kind of stuff.
And another reason I think he'll be good for the Nets is AD doesn't like to play center, or Lakers. My bad.
There you go.
AD doesn't like to play center. So then you got to put another big ass motherfucker in that lineup, which Drummond's ass. But either way, AD should be playing center with his size, which then forces in a mostly small ball league or teams that can run small ball lineups and fuck up the Lakers. I mean, AD not want to play center fucks him up. So with Westbrook, he makes it a lot easier for AD to play center because he gets all the rebounds as a guard.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
It's kind of complicated, but like, it allows them to play smaller. AD not expected to be physical on the boards like he doesn't want to.
Right, he doesn't have to just live in the paint.
Yeah,
because Russ will get in there and mix it up with him.
Yeah, I think the Lakers will be good next year.
I hope so. This is weird. This is other than the Cavs team that beat the Warriors in the finals. This might be the only other LeBron team I've ever rooted for.
I think so too. I think I need, like I said, I need the team to lose 1 year and then I can root from the year after.
That's so weird.
It makes him feel like not a bandwagon.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the Lakers lost in the first round of playoffs. They still have LeBron, AD, and Westbrook. I can jump on this team and not feel like a bandwagon because they lost last year.
Hate me.
No, we do. We do.
So do the listeners. I get text messages about you every week.
Hey, the show wouldn't be fun if y'all didn't give a shit on me.
That's why we have a 3-man crew. If it was just me and Hunter, it'd just be me and Hunter agreeing on stuff for 2 hours.
That's
a really good point, Hunter.
You know, Skip Bayless. All of his takes aren't really that shit. He just has to. Now, his Cowboys takes might be shit. I don't know.
Majority, I would say about 85% of his takes are just dog shit.
But okay, Gooch, take us in NFL.
Oh, all right. So are we starting with the list?
Or
do y'all want to cover some of the other stuff first? Cover the Green Bay stuff first. Get that out of the way.
All right. Well,
I wanted to hurt Hunter with this.
All right. Well, big news. Rodgers is back.
Literally after we all picked against the Packers in divisions.
I mean,
the day after.
5 days ago, it was like a done deal. Rodgers is not going back to Green Bay.
Yeah. It's either going to trade him or retire. And
then
less than 24 hours after we say into a microphone for the internet that we're banking on him not playing for the Packers rocket to the top of the odds for the NFC North division.
Somebody in the organization listen to us. I'm just saying.
Yeah, somebody in the Packers organization heard us and got on the phone. Was like, Rodgers, they're picking the Bears. We need you back.
These 3 guys from Texas and Oklahoma are picking the Bears.
Ooh. Look, do whatever you need to do. We got to make this last as possible. So apparently, they made
on top of that, they're picking against us. We need Rodgers and Cobb.
Oh, fuck you. That was apparently one of the big deals for him to come back to Green Bay is, hey, I want Cobb back, which don't ask me why. I don't
fucking
know.
Random.
I think it's
so weird. What's next? Jordy Nelson coming back out of retirement?
It's a comfortability thing. It's kind of
We're
like
gonna bring Eddie Lacy back.
Yeah, he just wants somebody to watch film and go to lunch with. Like,
oh yeah, I mean, he just wants to look into them deep blue eyes and just be like, hey, but yeah, my back still.
The same reason Jamar Chase was such a good pick for the Bengals.
Oh fuck.
To a lesser extent is why Rodgers wants Cobb back. It's a connection. He trusts it. I mean, all their other receivers they got 1 rookie receiver and like 2 or 3 average second-year receivers. I like it. I loved how Rodgers and his like welcome back press conference just dragged the city of Green Bay, the Packers organization, everything. He's like, no one comes here for vacation. They come here to play with.
Oh, he ripped their ass in that press conference.
I love that.
While we're on press conferences, the media twisted Randall Cobb's press conference so awful. Wiz, can you try to find?
So what did he say? Because
hold on, Wiz, try to find an interview.
This.
See if you can screen share it.
Oh my god!
But So at one point in the interview, he was like, my teammate said, "Damn, looks like you came back you came from prison."
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah, and then Cobb told him, "He was like, look, it's like getting out of Houston is like
Getting
going
off
to
the
Green Bay."
plantation. Oh.
No, Jesus Christ.
Wait, he said it was from a Fortune 500
Yeah,
company.
no, he's like, look, Green Bay is like a Fortune 500 company. Houston, they're a young franchise. They're a startup.
Yeah, they're a startup. I mean,
Look, I mean,
not
in essence,
wrong.
if you look
It's
at
not
it,
a bad
Packers are one of the
comparison.
oldest
it's a
teams in the
pretty
league.
good comparison when you think about it.
Yeah, because he mentioned the age of the teams, like the franchises. Fortune 500 company, the Packers, is one of the oldest teams in the league. And then you got the newest team in the league, the Texans.
Okay,
And
Hunter,
then
what am I
there's-
looking for? Sorry.
Look, Jesus Christ, you imbecile.
Well, the first video that comes up is an hour and 17 minutes or 14 minutes.
Just find me some quotes.
Just look for Cobb Texans.
I can
Rant.
breathe again.
Oh, okay.
That's what he said.
Oh, I was like, damn, that's
I've seen the other side, and I'm excited to be back here, and I'm smiling. It's funny.
Love it.
It's funny. My teammates said you act like you just got out of prison. I'm very, very, very excited to be here.
This is like
that
like
ain't the
when
whole. No, like try find the video. It's like 2 minutes.
It's all fucking clickbait. It doesn't
we're
want
not
me to
playing
find
a
the fucking
2-minute video.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
Well, anyways, he mentioned about the culture. He's like, look, I'm not. It's all out of respect out of Houston. Nothing disrespect. They're young. They just got going through a whole new culture right now. I believe that they have the pieces in place to really make something special there. Like he was talking about nothing but good. So the media just took what he said and twisted it. It was like, fuck Houston.
This is like when you and your girl go on a break and your boys take you out to the bar and you hook up with the first girl that'll go home with you. She ends up being fucking crazy. And then the next morning you got to call your girl back and tell her how much you miss her.
Okay. But Hunter, I got you. I'm ignoring.
All right, fine. Just leave my fucking joke on the floor. Jesus
I'm
Christ.
ignoring it. I'm ignoring it.
Fuck you.
I think Randall Cobb shit on the Texans purposefully, but in the right way, by giving them props, saying they're on the right track, trending in the right direction. I think it's the right way to shit on the team, but I think he meant to shit on y'all. Honestly.
Why fucking Dak
you don't
hurt himself?
compare
Fuck
it
off.
You don't
Dak
compare
said he
it
should-
to,
That's why Dak hurt himself. Fuck off.
you don't compare it to prison.
Poverty ass quarterback.
Dak,
He didn't. He's not the one that did. The teammates did.
He will throw in a couple days.
He didn't
said.
deny it, Hunter.
What?
He,
What did I say?
All
I
Cobb said was
I-
that he went from a startup to a Fortune 500. There's nothing bad about that. He related
yeah,
that to.
this dude said he went from
age.
bagging groceries at fucking Homeland
No, he
to
didn't. Stop
What
it.
is playing? I
Shut the fuck up.
don't know.
Stop it.
What?
You take that back. You
I mean,
whore.
well, I'm just saying.
Fuck off.
They competed for an NFC championship last year. What did y'all do? Competed for a #1 draft pick?
No, because we didn't even have
No.
that pick. Jokes
Well,
on you.
I was reading it.
Yeah, y'all didn't have draft picks last year. Sorry.
He went along, made sure to mention to media that his teammates said it looks like he got out of prison. I mean, I think he was shitting
Yeah,
on y'all
he
as
brought it
nicely
up.
as possible.
He could have
Yeah.
left that out.
He was shitting on y'all as nicely as possible. He made a comparison and decided to make the Texans a startup and make the Packers.
All
Fortune
right,
500.
terrible tens back
Woo.
again. Gooch
This
is
week
making
we
the
have
pick this week.
cornerbacks.
That's whack. I was gonna say wide receivers.
No, we're
That's
doing
whack.
wide receivers and quarterbacks
You
back
must
to
have
back.
You must have
Okay.
just looked up cornerbacks, didn't you?
No, I had cornerbacks ready to go from the end of last episode.
Yeah, so you just looked them up, like you already got who you're gonna say.
I do have my number 10 ready to go.
See, that's fucked.
Oh my god.
That's fucked.
It's just number 10. Y'all have plenty of time to fuck the rest of the list up.
It better be Richard Sherman.
He's not making the top 10.
No.
Oh, that's
He
a
might
shame.
have like 2 weeks
So
ago.
I am first, right? Because Hunter was first last week.
Correctamundo. bitch.
Number 10 cornerback in the NFL is Denzel Ward.
Okay.
Say something
That's-
about it. Say
he's
something
on,
about
He's
it.
on the Browns.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I think
He's
he's
going
a
into
little
his-
generous.
He
This
could
is
have been a little
perspective.
lower.
This is perspective.
Yes.
Okay.
So now
Going into what his either third or fourth year.
I think it's his third.
I think it's his fourth.
Is it okay?
Because he got drafted with Baker Mayfield.
He was your first gun to your head.
He was.
Him
I forgot about that.
Okay, 9. Ooh.
Dude, I love how this list, like, I have my like first one ready to go, and then I say whatever one I have first, like wherever I fall in the lineup that week, and then all the names that I've like conjured up during the week, gone.
Okay.
See, I don't want to be a homer in my pick or in a little bit and put like Bradley Roby or Desmond King because they're both top corners, but I don't think they'd make a top 10 list.
Nah. Okay.
Even though it's perspective.
I know I'm pretty
Projective,
okay with like secondary in the NFL. And I don't know either of those names you just said. So
Bradley
correct me
Roby,
if I'm wrong.
No Bradley Roby or Desmond King.
That's what I said.
I feel like this guy fits perfectly at number 9. I hope this name is right. Xavier Rhodes.
Yes. I thought you were gonna say Howard.
The man is ass.
Whoa, I don't know about that.
Xavier Rhodes is ass.
No, he's not.
Then why were the Vikings so willing to let him go?
Because they have a shit like all their money's in their defense.
Where?
There.
Where?
Okay, I mean, okay. Let's see.
Where in the defense? Someone look up Xavier Rhodes right now on their stats.
So tipping our hand a little bit to our next segment. He has an 86 overall in Madden.
I can easily name 10 better than him.
Well, too late. He's already on the list.
Number 7, so you pick one.
And there's no fucking way he's better than Denzel Ward. God, Wiz back at it again, week after week. You know, I'm glad Wiz
I know.
is
I like when Wiz fucks it up first, so then anytime I make a bad pick, I can just say, well, Wiz already fucked up the list.
Well, Wiz fucked up the list. Give me Richard Sherman at 7.
You better take that back.
Damn. Shit is difficult. Safety or cornerback, corner.
He's not bad.
What?
Xavier Rhodes is not bad.
Yes, he is.
Xavier. You're mixing up Xavier Rhodes and Xavier Howard.
Fucking dumb cunt.
Jesus.
Oh, shit. That's pretty rough. You know what? I don't care. Give me. I can't think of his first name. I can't think of his first name. I think it's Kyle Fuller.
I believe that's right. I believe that is correct.
Bears?
I don't know if he's still on the Bears or not.
Back to you, Gooch.
You say Gooch way more country than Gooch does.
I don't know why. It just rolls.
How do you say it's so country?
Gooch.
I had this pretty much locked in at 7 no matter what after he said Xavier Rhodes.
You would say it's Stephon Gilmore.
Fuck no.
He should be top 5.
3?
Mm.
Anyways, but then you put in Kyle Fuller. I don't think you're gonna like this, but I'm gonna go with Patrick Peterson at 7.
I mean, it's not awful.
He's getting up there. He's not the youngest guy anymore.
Can you tell me what team he's on right now?
The Minnesota Vikings.
Okay, I didn't know if you knew that or not.
That's why I think it's a good pick, because that's why I said whenever he said Xavier Rhodes, I feel good about it because I think he's better than Xavier Rhodes.
But I don't think he's better than Kyle Fuller or
that's why
Denzel
I said
Ward or Denzel Ward.
Before I forget,
fuck off.
Denzel Ward's young. Denzel Ward
Adults
still
are
has a
talking
little
right now,
bit
Wiz.
to prove.
this is a good pick.
I think this year is a prove it year for Denzel
See,
Ward.
this is how you know it's bad. It's because Wiz just agreed with you. It's a good pick. Yeah, it's good.
No. What
That's how
I'm
you know
about to
you
say
fucked up.
what I'm about to say is a good pick.
Oh, that means it's gonna be a fucking terrible pick.
Before I forget, Tre'Davious White.
At 6?
Is that too low?
I mean, it's as low as I'm comfortable with him being.
I mean, I wouldn't take him at 7, 8, 9, or 10, but so yeah.
You mean you think he's better than 7, 8, 9, or 10?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think 6 is
Still a
his
number short.
floor. I think his like at his worst he's 6.
Oh, okay. Well, I just said who I knew.
I'm pretty sure we should all know. Gooch, I'm praying your number 1 is who I'm thinking of.
I don't think me and Wiz are gonna agree on number 1.
I don't agree, but I think
Okay,
that-
all
I
right.
think
So
everyone agrees.
Hunter, continue.
But yeah, you get it.
5.
I've been trying to think of his name this whole segment. I just cannot think of his name. Fuck.
Oh Jesus! Please say the one I'm thinking of because I do not want to put him at 4.
The one I'm thinking of, he's in Philly.
Yeah. Yes. Say
I can't
him.
think of his name.
Oh, he's not.
Yes, you
top
can. Yes, you
5.
can.
I can't think of his fucking name.
Yes. Come
the
on.
corner
Think.
that he used to be in the Lions. He got traded to Philly.
I thought he was. Yes, that's him.
He's not.
You're thinking of it. Can I give him the name? We're thinking of the same player.
I know exactly who it is.
Can I give him the name?
Do it.
Wait,
Fuck. That's what I'm
his-
picking.
no,
I can't think
okay.
of his name.
His last name is 4 letters.
Yeah, and he's a junior.
What is that supposed to do? Give me a goddamn letter or something.
So since you've literally described this player to a T, like all
give
the
me a
teams he's
letter.
been on, his first name starts with a D.
Darius Slay.
There we go. Good pick.
That's all I needed. So
Good
just give me. If
pick.
I had a letter, I can get it.
Number 4, give me Marlon Humphrey.
It's okay.
I told you I know my corners, bro. This is like
Ravens?
defensively. This is my best segment.
Ravens, right?
In your defense, he.
Okay, so we got.
So there. I'm like, oh, I gave you a freebie.
Okay, I've got 3. I think we know the top 3. So we got to decide.
So I'm gonna say because I don't know if you guys are thinking of it or not, and if you aren't thinking of it, I don't think this will give it away. There's another one on the Ravens.
But he doesn't deserve to be one.
Jimmy Smith.
No.
The top 3 does not include one from the Ravens.
Somebody.
Okay. I mean, then I got number 1, and I've got mine. So
We're leaving off somebody, and it's gonna piss.
oh,
me
we
off.
are for sure.
Okay, well,
They should have went. Oh, definitely.
I'm
went
putting him at 3 because his future is uncertain.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Xavier Howard.
Okay. Well, I mean, we'll see, but okay.
Oh, hey, update Gooch. The guy that had a gun on campus, he's been caught. Anyways.
Who?
next.
What?
Yeah, I don't think Gooch wasn't here.
What are you talking about, dog?
I was looking dead at Wiz's picture. I said, "Oh, by the way, Gooch, I meant Wiz, the guy that had a gun on campus, has been caught."
Yeah.
Fuck did I just Google? Oh yeah.
Okay. Hunter, take it away with 2.
I want to say, I don't know. I need to know who Gooch is going to take at 1.
I'm gonna take the guy. I'm gonna take the corner.
Are we thinking of the guy?
I think we're thinking of the
Okay, so think of the only one I could take at 1 that might piss Wiz off.
I mean, I'm not going to be pissed. I get
Wait,
it.
no, did no one else just hear what I just heard?
I heard something, but I don't know what.
Someone in Hunter's house is going off.
I think my mom's on the phone with her sister.
Well, your mom's pissed.
What did you say?
I didn't hear what she said. What'd she say?
I hope the mics picked that up enough for recording. But anyways,
Mark the time down.
Has the person that you're thinking of at 1, has he been traded before?
yeah.
Okay,
I think he's been traded. It was either a trade or a free. Yeah, it was a trade or a free agent deal. He's changed teams.
Look,
We're all thinking of the same guy at 1, I think.
Like I said, it's the only one that Wiz could like hate on.
I don't see how.
I think everyone hates on him.
Exactly, but Wiz is a fucking hater, so he's gonna hate on it or him.
I said earlier that he belongs at 1.
No, you didn't. You said I wouldn't want him at 1, but I
wouldn't want him, but he deserves 1.
Yes, okay. So that's the perfect description. Wiz would not want him at 1, even though Wiz knows he's number 1.
You know, I'm gonna leave him off the list.
Oh fuck, you're gonna do something crazy.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm really worried about what's about to happen. Because if you take my number one, I have fucking no clue for who else to put.
I am going to leave Gilmore off the list.
You son of a bitch. Do not.
Only because I'm not sure if he can still play like he used to. And his future is also uncertain.
Then you better steal my one, and I will for sure put Gilmore ahead of him. If you do not, this better be a fucking brilliant pick for you to skip the Stephon Gilmore.
That's just your bias showing.
No, it's not. That man is a all-star.
Just so I don't get bullied, give me Stephon Gilmore.
Good pick. And number one, by a hair, because I would have gladly put Gilmore over him if you would have fucked this up. Jalen Ramsey.
Thank God. Okay. I wanted to say John Johnson the third so bad.
You take Wiss's picks away. This list is not bad.
Xavier Rhodes is decent.
John Johnson
Tre'Davious White is decent.
deserves to be on this list.
Okay. Wow.
So-
We're both Xavier Rose.
Y'all don't think the
And
other
Patrick
Raven deserved
Peterson.
to be on here?
Okay. Do y'all want to hear ESPN Plus's?
Oh, you're
10?
talking about Marcus Peters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I think him and Marlon Humphrey should have been right there.
Y'all even, I don't know. John Johnson should have been on there. He's one of the top corners.
I don't even remember who the fuck Wiz put at 3.
3. I did Xavier
Xavier
and Howard. Do y'all want to
Okay.
hear ESPN?
I kind of fuck with that.
ESPN Plus's top 10.
Go for it. Let me hear what we got.
10. J.C. Jackson. Patriots.
I only know 2 Patriots secondary players.
9. Darius Slay. 8. Denzel Ward. 7. We left this guy off. Marshawn Lattimore. 6. Jair Alexander. 5. Tre'Davious White. 4. Stephon Gilmore. 3. Xavier Howard. 2. Marlon Humphrey. 1. Jalen Ramsey.
So, players wise, we only had like 2 different.
God dang it.
Stop showing us your tits, Hunter.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
whip it out right now.
But and then
I'll
the
whip them puppies
honorable
out.
mentions were Marcus Peters, Carlton Davis, William Jackson III, Kyle Fuller, Byron Jones, and James Bradbury.
Wow, John Johnson severely underrated.
This is one of the
I
most.
don't like I don't hate our list. Is what I was trying to say.
There's
it would be a
there's
lot
no
better
one-
without Xavier Rhodes on there.
Yeah,
but
Xavier Rhodes would be the only one who could really kick off.
fuck off, Wiz. Thank you again.
Remember in my safety episode?
Come
I
back
thought of
next
his
week
name?
to watch Wiz botch pick number 1.
Xavier Rhodes at 9 is not awful. Ooh, I get wide receivers next week.
No,
Who said we're doing wide receivers, bitch? We can do kickers, punters.
we're doing fucking kickers
Quarterback.
next week, dog.
We could do quarterback.
No, God, no.
QB wide receiver. That's got to
We're
be
doing
like 2
those.
in one day
Oh,
Right?
yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah.
because we have like 1 too many.
Unless we cut out one of our segments.
We could skip kickers.
No.
That's gonna be fun.
Anyways,
Fun.
last on the NFL agenda, we're going to go over some Madden ratings, which came out this week. So, let's see. First of all, let's just go over the 99 Club. Oh, fuck. Madden 99 Club. So, first of all, off the top of my head, Jalen Ramsey is in a 99 Club. And
He's
Pat
deserving of it.
Mahomes just got added into the 99 Club. But yeah, so all right, this year's 99 Club. Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Ramsey, Travis Kelce. I don't have any problems with any of these so far. Aaron Donald, obviously. Devontae Adams. Apparently that's it. Apparently
That's
that's
it?
all the 99s.
Was it 5 people?
4.
Oh, I thought it was 5. Okay.
I don't
Or,
have
yeah, it was
issues.
5. Ramsey, Mahomes, Donald, Adams, and Kelce.
So I've got a little bit of an issue with one guy on the list, and I've got a big issue with 2 guys not on the list. For one,
Me too. I'm glad. I think we might be thinking on the same page.
Hopkins and Aaron
Yes.
Rodgers deserve to be on the 99 club.
He's
But-
aging, and Madden has a
Yes.
history of like
Giving you a knockdown or two. I get it.
as you get older, right?
Okay.
But so the one that I think should be, if so, like this will transition into the next list. I wanted to kind of get y'all's takes on the one that I think got. I'm not gonna sit here and say should have been a 99, but I think that 96 overall for Derrick Henry is insulting.
I feel like he should have been at least a 97, 98.
He's in the 97 to 99 range easily.
Oh yeah.
The
Without a
only
doubt.
the only thing missing from his game is like a receiving aspect.
And he's not even asked to do that though. So it's like
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's almost more of a system flaw than it is like him personally. But so speaking of that, there's not a 99 running back this year. And also, the highest rating running back coming off last season is still Christian McCaffrey at 97.
Yeah, that really shocked me, honestly.
And then the other thing I have a problem with, coming off Derrick Henry's season last year, they have him and Nick Chubb rated the same at 96. I don't think anybody's going to argue that Derrick Henry is not better than Nick Chubb.
what's Dalvin Cook rated?
95.
I think he's better than Chubb.
And then they have, this one will get you fired up with. I know this will get you. They have Kamara at 94.
I mean, that's not.
You're gonna tell me that he's not better than Nick Chubb, Alvin Kamara?
I don't think Alvin Kamara's rating is wrong. I think Nick Chubb's rating is wrong.
Then
Let's break to where
But-
Zeke is at that list.
Okay, I don't.
rate Zeke
91.
Oh, I thought you were saying 99.
What is he?
Ezekiel Elliott on Madden 22 is an 88.
88 doesn't shock me. He has something to prove.
They have him and Joe Mixon rated
Prove
the
to
same.
who?
Joe Mixon. No, like he's got to prove that he can get back to where he was. Because last year was embarrassing. He was fumbling the ball, couldn't break.
Give
a
me Joe
tackle for his
Mixon
life.
over Zeke. Give me Joe
Also,
Mixon.
okay,
Calm
this
down.
is another weird thing to me. So they have Derrick Henry's stiff arm rating, obviously 99. His break tackle rating is only 95.
The guy
that's
who,
ridiculous.
The guy who has had multiple 80-yard runs where he's broken 15 tackles.
Yeah, like go fuck yourself.
If-
The
man.
guy
if-
that carries grown
if-
men.
If Derrick Henry couldn't just walk through tackles, he'd have like 15 beast mode runs. But he just brushes them off. While
Yeah.
Marshawn Lynch is stiff arming people off, Derrick Henry's just brushing them off.
So while we're on the topic, though, coming off our terrible tens list, let's see what Madden thinks about cornerbacks.
What?
Madden's top 10 cornerbacks are from 10 to 1, Darius Slay. Oh,
10.
no. Hunter.
What?
It's Kendall Fuller.
There's two Fullers.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Not according to Madden, there aren't.
Yeah, there's a Kyle Fuller and a Kendall Fuller.
Yeah, and it's weird.
Okay.
Kyle
that's-
Fuller was on ESPN's.
Okay, well, Madden does not consider Kyle Fuller a top 10 cornerback.
He was on their honorable mentions.
Madden's also shit. It's been shit for years. So,
Anyways, so Darius Slay, Kendall Fuller, Denzel Ward, James Bradbury the fourth, Xavier Howard at 6. Top 5 is Marlon Humphrey, Tre'Davious White, Jare,
It's Jair or Jar. I don't know. Something.
whatever,
Jair.
Alexander, Stephon Gilmore, and Jalen Ramsey.
I don't get how Gilmore's still so fucking high. He took a year off.
For COVID.
Okay.
Don't be a COVID denier, Hunter.
Before we get on
I
to
live in the sticks. I'm a natural COVID denier.
Jesus.
We
Oof.
never wear masks here.
You probably wanted some white boy at number 1.
Yeah,
there hasn't
I
been a
wanted-
white cornerback in like 15 years.
I can think of a white safety. I can't think of a white corner.
There hasn't been a white corner since like 07 or something like that. It
Oh,
started
I'm
in
sure
a
you know
game.
that, don't you?
They
White
announce it every
power.
year. They say like there's not been a white corner in X
Oh,
amount
that's
of years.
funny. I haven't
Okay.
seen that.
I see it all the time. I follow like
Sure
every
you
fucking
do.
sports account. It's annoying.
What, the KKK ones?
Okay, but listen. Before we get on to the next Madden rating, I want to bitch a little more about Hopkins and Devontae Adams. So you say Devontae Adams is a 99 when all he's ever had is Aaron Rodgers throwing it to him. But DeAndre Hopkins, who has been just as good, if not better than him every year,
I know where you're going with this.
has dealt with 15 different quarterbacks in his career.
And they're all shit.
They're
other
all
than
I mean,
one.
Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray still isn't even quite proven yet. He's hyped. He's not Deshaun Watson, so
Right. That's something like
He's not
Deshaun
Aaron
Watson
Rodgers.
is the only one where like I'm saying like
he had someone as good as Rodgers.
Yeah.
And you're gonna tell me Devontae Adams deserves 90.
And DeAndre Hopkins is just like a physical specimen.
Oh my God. You will never get the image of DeAndre Hopkins in overtime spinning out of like 2 tackles to beat the Cowboys. You will never get that image out of my head. And Hunter, you should know what I'm fucking talking about.
I wasn't listening. I heard Deshaun Watson and just lost it.
I said DeAndre Hopkins spinning out of 2 tackles to beat the Cowboys in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that shit? You'll
Oh,
never,
you'll
never get that out of my head.
Here's something that'll
you
really
never will out of mine either. That was fucking great.
So DeAndre Hopkins does have a 99 on his spectacular catch rating.
Of Creed better.
But he shares that 99 with Odell Beckham Jr.
No one's ever going to drop the fucking spectacular catch.
And a loss.
I may hate the Cowboys, but it was one catch. Hopkins have made better catches, but they don't get as much praise because they didn't count.
I love it that, so looking into this, Odell is the only other receiver with a 99 spectacular catch, but he's not even in the top 10 in just pure catching rating.
Like, oh, it's so fucking ridiculous.
The most impressive thing about that catch was that he was being interfered with. Anyone can make a one-handed catch.
I'm glad we're doing. Oh, I'm scared that we're doing wide receivers next week because
we're not doing wide receivers next week.
Odell Beckham does not belong in the top 10 wide receivers too. I had this fucking argument with Mocha the other day. He
I was
does
part of it.
Oh yeah, you agreed with me, right?
100%.
He might be fringe, but he's not top 10.
I share your identical view that one catch from like 4 years ago has driven his career way
miles
farther. Yeah.
There's no reason why he's so damn popular. That boosted his popularity.
Dude, he got the Madden cover because of that shit.
Yeah.
Everything. Commercials.
A bunch of white, unathletic, fat ESPN producers who couldn't even dream of doing something like that lost their minds when they saw that on SportsCenter.
He started doing that catch every day in practice.
Oh, that was the grossest part to me. Is like you'd see him in like warm-ups of games, like drop half his passes because he's trying to do fucking one-handed shit. Like pissed me off.
To his wife.
Yeah.
No, my dog's whining at the door.
Oh. That was so subtle. You had to see me like off camera. Shut the fuck up.
I'm trying to be. I went, shut up.
Trying not to hurt his dog's feelings.
Oh my god.
Gotta whisper to the dog.
They're little bitch dogs. I mean, I love them, but so if you're too mean to them, they just whine more.
I have a coworker that has Chiweenies, Chihuahua weenie mixes, and I told him he had little bitch dogs, and he's still not over it. Still brings it up to this day.
I've known someone with 2 Chiweenies, and I hated both of them, but I have a friend who just had a Chiweenie that died. I've been friends with him for like since that thing was a puppy. I love that dog. It was the chillest dog ever. But the other ones are bitch dogs.
On the count of 3, let's name who we think is the best wide receiver in the league.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me get it.
I mean,
it shouldn't be that hard.
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3.
Hopkins.
Thank
Oh,
God.
damn.
Oh my God. Thank
I
God.
expected
was
at least
scared.
one Devontae Adams.
No, fuck that.
I think
Rodgers
you,
made
you
Adams.
can make an argument that he's not even second.
No, Rodgers made Adams.
I might take Mike Evans over Adams.
And let me see a different quarterback throw to Adams, and then you let me know. You
No,
can't say that to Hopkins.
He's a great route runner.
Listen. I would take I might take Tyreek Hill over Devontae Adams.
I might take Stephon Diggs.
Okay, now you're pushing.
Okay,
I don't know.
Tyreek Hill is overrated.
I kind of agree with
Whoa. Hold on.
Okay, here's a hot take. I've been to Cowboys games. I've seen Deshaun Jackson burn us every fucking play of an entire game, and the ball not thrown his way once.
Wait, what do we get hold on about?
Because
he said Tyreek Hill's overrated, and then tries to make some Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah, no, that's not what I was agreeing with. I was agreeing with Diggs over Adams, not the whole Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill's not overrated.
I think he's.
I watched
not overly.
Wiz, fuck you. You know, I was at the fucking Texans.
Let me finish my take.
Fuck you. Let me finish
my take. It's my turn. It's my turn. I'm the admin. I will mute you. But what I'm saying is, Tyreek Hill has a quarterback that is going to get him the ball every time he burns someone.
But that doesn't.
Oh fuck! I'm drunk.
Tyreek Hill could do what Tyreek Hill does without that, because the tool set that Tyreek Hill has, he can get involved in games in a million different ways. He's the most possibly versatile wide receiver in the league.
I don't think he's
Was you done?
Every team.
Can I say my thing?
Go ahead, Hunter. It's your turn.
Okay.
I'll pass you the talking stick.
I was at the fucking Texans playoff game against Kansas City. I mean, we did have Ryan Hoyer starting, but I remember sitting down. I just got me some chicken. I remember it so vividly. I just went and got chicken strips and some fries for fucking
shitty
$15.99. Yeah, for $15.99. And I'm not even sitting down. I just got to the seat. I look up, I'm walking up to the seat. As I'm walking up, I look, and I just see fucking opening kickoff getting returned to the house by Tyreek Hill. And I'm like, oh, well, this ain't gonna end well. It didn't. 30-0.
Oh,
so
that game. That game. Oh,
that game. Yes.
Go ahead and
I left at the end of the third quarter.
Name me a team that Tyreek Hill wouldn't improve.
The Cowboys.
I'm not saying he wouldn't.
You said he wouldn't work on every team.
He wouldn't as well as he does.
Okay, so enlighten me. We're waiting.
Gotta run through the teams. Okay.
Dolphins.
He does worse on the Texans than he would on the Chiefs. I'm not wrong.
Okay, let's
How do you kick the host from the call?
I'll just
leave.
hand it over to you.
And I would argue that that's a complete lie, because he can take a 6-yard slant route 94 yards to the house easily.
Dude, I'm wrong.
There we go. That's all I wanted.
I'm wrong.
We can move on now. All right.
I'm gonna clip him saying he's wrong just so I could save it forever.
That wraps up NFL news.
Wait. We didn't even talk about the quarterback ratings.
Yeah, we did. Oh, wait. No. Well, the quarterback ratings. Oh, no, there was one quarterback rating I wanted to get into, because the quarterback ratings themselves are pretty, not.
For shits and giggles,
bad.
what's Deshaun Watson's?
90.
Deshaun Watson is a 90. Do you know who he's lower than? He's lower than Lamar Jackson.
He may not be playing this year, but
he's better than Lamar Jackson.
I'm pretty sure these stats are based off of the last season. And Deshaun Watson was a top 3 quarterback.
Okay.
He does have a 99 elusiveness rating for dodging all those charges.
Is that a real rating? Or did you just make that?
No, I just made that.
It would have been even better if it was real.
That would be good.
So
go
ahead.
Let's see. There was actually one that I was kind of about.
Josh Allen 88.
I think he's better than that, especially if we're rating off last year.
Lamar Jackson should easily be below Josh
Allen.
Allen.
No. And so Wiz is gonna jump all over this. Dak at 87 is fucking gross.
Too high or
It's
too
like
low?
his fucking ankle break.
Dude, that dude is at least a 93.
I'll accept it because of the injury.
Okay, but what I was saying though was he was showing no signs of slowing down, barring that injury.
Like
Without that injury, he's at least a 95.
dude,
Now
so
look, he has a shoulder
what
injury.
I'm saying, what I tell everyone when I was like, because he was on pace for like 6,500 yards through 5 games. I get it. We were playing from behind, but not every quarterback.
But that's not his fault.
Not every quarterback is going to keep you in the game. Quarterbacks are going to let you get blown out. There are teams that like because we were in every game, even though our defense.
Repeat that statement again, Wiz, about the quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks will let you get blown out. They're not going to answer back on offense. Not every quarterback is what I'm saying.
I understand what he's saying because like basically.
So you're saying a quarterback cannot make or break a team?
No, he's saying the opposite.
I'm saying like because people's
if you don't have a quarterback, because basically what he's saying is in order for the Cowboys games last year to even be competitive, Dak essentially had to score a touchdown every drive.
Yeah. So like
every
people, I say like Dak was on pace for 6,500 yards.
But he's saying like other quarterbacks, like the quarterback position, when you have a defense that bad, has the potential to let games get ugly because
like okay,
if your defense can't stop anybody, then your offense essentially can't get stopped.
Here's an example. Ryan Tannehill has been nothing but great since he went to the Dolphins. But if you're putting him down 21 3 games in a row, is he making those 35 games in the fourth quarter? I don't think so.
Tying into that, Dak Prescott and Ryan Tannehill have the same Madden rating. They're both 87s. You can't sit here and tell me after last season that those two are even in the same conversation.
I mean, Dak, he led the NFC East in yards until like week 10 in half the games.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
That's really like I'm 100% on like the belief that Dak Prescott's Madden rating is grossly too low.
I think these are all god awful. I think the order is wrong. The actual ratings themselves are wrong. I think you got to drop Lamar Jackson down a couple because I mean, he's great, but he's still got some question marks. I'm taking Josh Allen over Lamar Jackson every day. I'm taking Deshaun Watson over Lamar Jackson every day.
Okay, now we'll switch this over to Hunter. Lamar Jackson and Deshaun Watson have the same Madden rating.
No, Lamar Jackson's a point above.
No, he's not.
I'm looking at him right now.
I'm on the Madden Instagram account.
What?
Deshaun Watson and Lamar Jackson are both 90s.
No, Lamar Jackson's a 91.
No, he's not.
Oh my God. What am I on?
Madden 21, maybe. I'm on 22.
I'm on 22. Madden 22 rating.
No, you're not.
Look. Oh, what?
What?
I'm looking. Oh.
There we go.
No. What?
He's a 90.
Dude, no.
What are you looking at? What account is that?
It's the same. It's a website, and I'm looking on Twitter.
Okay, well, I am on EA Madden NFL.
Okay, you're
Instagram.
Right. I'm wrong again. I'm wrong again. Okay.
That's 2 strikes.
That's 2 websites I just looked at said he was a 91.
Well, can't believe everything you read on the internet. I'm wrong. But anyways, Hunter, how do you feel about that? Deshaun Watson and Lamar Jackson are the same.
I don't care.
I mean, Deshaun Watson is every bit as good as Lamar is. He does.
Deshaun Watson is currently a safety. I don't care.
Wait, so this got brought up earlier in the week. What are you talking about?
You didn't hear?
I didn't hear about this.
He is lining up in safety in practice.
Yes, he's currently QB4 in Houston since he's shown up.
He is there.
And if he wants to play, if he ever wants to play in Houston, he has to earn his spot again. And with that being said, he is running scout team safety.
He's also been seen taking handoffs as running back.
That's something else. I did not hear about that.
Can't get more dual threat than that.
So he doesn't get fined.
That's fantastic.
Top dual threat. Well, I'm tanked. Dual threat quarterback in the league.
Deion Sanders played safety and wide receiver. Deshaun's playing
He's
safety
gonna play
and
both
quarterback.
sides of the ball.
Why Deshaun playing quarterback, running back, and safety? Awkward silence. All
I'm
right,
trying
moving
really hard to
on.
make a sexual assault joke.
Oh my god!
Well, when you try that
only
hard,
if those women had only if those women had some safety.
there's only some things you can force, Gooch. There's only some things you can force.
Oh my.
Okay. Well, anyways, we're really milking this NFL segment.
I like it though. And I'm
Wild-
so
Can we go ahead and go to
excited.
MLB so I can ignore y'all while
I
y'all
was
talk
like,
about it?
wild trade deadline in the world of baseball today. Wiz, I hope you paid more attention to this than me. Wait, also, whoever typed this into the docs, the Padres are not getting Scherzer.
Oh, I know it changed.
Scherzer and Trey Turner to the Dodgers.
Oh,
Talk about a blockbuster. And we'll get back to the trade deadline because this feeds perfectly into what I wanted to talk about. The Dodgers lose Trevor Bauer and just say, fuck it, we'll upgrade and scoop Scherzer.
It's not fair. It's not.
I mean,
it's fair. They drained their.
Who all did the Yankees sign or trade for? Joey Gallo.
Someone else.
I can't remember. Oh, Anthony Rizzo.
Is that it?
Yeah, from the Cubs. But yes, we'll cover the trades first. The Cubs blew up their whole organization. I don't know if you guys like followed this super close. So they traded Anthony Rizzo, which I thought was crazy. Like that one blew my mind, him going to the Yankees.
They traded Chris Bryant today too.
Right, so I was getting to that. They turn around and trade Javi Baez to the Mets. And so then on my phone, I saw the ESPN, or actually on my watch, I saw the ESPN notification, Cubs trade Javi Baez to New York, and then it cut off. And I was like, no fucking way they traded him to the Yankees too. But then it ended up being the Mets. And then right after I saw that one, I was like, wow, the Cubs, like, they're really kind of cleaning house. And then I saw, boom, Chris Bryant to the Giants. And I was like, there's nobody left in Chicago.
And the Nationals traded everyone. The only guy they have left is Juan Soto.
That's crazy. And then I initially got hyped about the Cardinals actually made moves at the trade deadline, which is somewhat rare. They traded some minor league guys for John Lester and J.A. Happ. And I initially texted some of my college baseball friends about this until I found out that John Lester and J.A. Happ combined age is, can't do math, 75. I did not know either of them. I knew John Lester was an old fuck, but J.A. Happ, I did not know was that old. So that killed my excitement pretty quickly. But moving on to the biggest piece of MLB news this week. Trevor Bauer is out of LA. Done. May never play baseball again.
Did they cut him?
I don't think that anything has officially happened yet, but the signs are not looking good for Trevor Bauer. I don't know what came out because I looked into like on the internet, looked for it. I couldn't find any like official like events or reports that happened that like changed the situation, but it's like literally like, just baseball as a community pretty much this week just decided that they're done with Trevor Bauer.
Okay, I'm sorry to change topic, but we're on the top. While we're on the topic of sexual assault, I meant to say this earlier, but I think Watson, we fucked around a lot. I think he's completely innocent because of the games that they've been playing, like saying like, you know, come forward, tell us what happened, things like that, and defendants have been not willing to. I don't think you play those games because I looked up the penalties for this, and it is 2 to 20 years per charge.
Mm-hmm.
So he's facing 40 to 400 years in prison. So I don't think his lawyer would be playing a game of chicken with all these people. I think Watson's innocent. Now continue on to Trevor Bauer. I'm sorry.
So
thank you for coming to the dark side.
the Dodgers, like a report came out basically saying that the majority of Dodgers. Oh yeah, so MLB placed Trevor Bauer on paid leave pending his criminal investigation. And so the Dodgers obviously were asked about this, came out and said that the majority of Dodgers players do not want Trevor Bauer to return to the team in any capacity. And so people are like running with this, just basically already like convicting Trevor Bauer guilty, lock him up. My take on this is slightly different. Trevor Bauer is a weirdo. He's always been a weirdo since he was in college. And I used to be a pretty big Trevor Bauer fan. So if you follow Trevor Bauer and know kind of how he operates, he can be a fucking asshole. Trevor Bauer can be a pretty hardcore douche. So my take on this Dodgers situation is not they're all repulsed by this sexual assault situation and they just don't want to interact with him anymore. I think he was pretty disliked in that locker room for a pretty long time. And this is the straw that broke the camel's back. And they're like, yeah, good. Get him the fuck out of here. We didn't want that guy around before. Now we have a reason to kick him out. Get him out of here. I don't want to see that fucking guy again. So that's my take on the Trevor Bauer situation, is they're all kind of grandstanding on this sexual assault, alleged, maybe it happened, maybe it didn't situation. I think they're just using it to get the locker room bully out of the organization.
And what I don't get is we talked about this on another episode. There's text proof that should
right
like
that she asked for it.
Yeah, and she
literally like I don't mean that to sound like bad. Like no, like she literally she consented over text message.
She said next time, pretty much. She said next time, put me in a rear naked choke. Like,
yeah. So that's why I didn't even get into any of that. Like I don't think the locker room situation is necessarily related to that. I think they're just using this. Like I don't think. I think he was heavily disliked in that locker room before, just because of the way that he is. And that doesn't surprise me at all. Like I said, I still hold the same beliefs about the situation as I did before. I just kind of think it's funny to see like the locker room at a moment's notice should be like, yeah, fuck that guy. Like we didn't give a fuck about that guy. Get him the fuck out of here. Continuing on. So that about wraps up MLB. My next big spiel for the episode, we haven't covered much Olympic news. I don't know if I've said this at all. I'm like a big Olympic guy. I've been heavily tuned into the Olympics this week, and the big piece of news from the Olympics this week was Simone Biles, the greatest gymnast of all time, dropping out of competition in the middle of the team finals for mental health, depending on how you kind of spin it, mental health reasons, mental like she's lack of focus. So essentially originally it was like reported as just straight mental health, like she had to care for her mental health.
Well, then at first they come out as injury.
The like very first reports were possible injury, and then within like 24 hours it was no, it's mental health. And then she came out and kind of corrected it as like, yeah, like I just need to focus on like my mental like game. Like I can't focus. I don't feel right when I'm out there, and I don't want to go blow a stunt and cost my team. And then even later, like on, as kind of we investigate this situation more, her and her teammates both kind of corroborate this story that she got what apparently is referred to as the twisties. And if any athletes on this will know, like essentially the gymnast version of the yips. Gymnasts, including her teammates, relate the twisties to basically saying that you just lose your spatial awareness. Like gymnasts have this innate ability to, as they're flipping and twisting and doing all their stuff, they know where they're at, they know where their feet are at, they know where they need to get to hit their stunts. Well, she lost that. She didn't have it. She even said to a reporter after like one of her last stunts, she's like, yeah, I didn't, that was supposed to be like a 2 or 2.5 rotation. I did not mean to go 1.5. I totally forgot where I was until my feet hit the ground, which is fucking terrifying to think about. And so, yeah, I mean, like if that's where her head was at, I don't blame her at all. Because like if you're flipping to the air and you don't know where you're at, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're on the ground, like you can kiss your ankles goodbye. And then so another, like the latest report that I've heard is that she has struggled with ADHD, like pretty severe ADHD since she was 14, and has been prescribed heavy medication for her ADHD since she was 14, and has for her entire career gotten a therapeutic use exemption through the Olympic Committee to take her prescribed medication. Well, her medication, so when you host the Olympics, the rules of the host country trump the rules of the Olympic Committee. Well, her prescribed ADHD medication is outlawed in Japan for all uses, even therapeutic prescribed medical use. Under no circumstances does the Japanese government condone the use of her medication. So essentially, she's been in Japan for probably at least 2 weeks now. And so she's 2 weeks off of the medication that she's taken for the last 5 years. So, I mean, if that report's true, which I've heard it from multiple sources, I think that's a clear indicator of everything that's kind of gone on with her.
Did you see what she posted this morning?
I did not.
So, I mean, like, she's already more than justified. But to even further justify herself, she posted some videos, I think, on her Instagram of her, like, practicing. So, you know, there's extra padding and stuff like that. And her just, like, landing on her back, like, time and time again.
Right.
Which she's not supposed to be doing that. She's like, imagine that on a hard, like, floor. Like,
right.
I'm not planning to land on my back. And I mean, I think just seeing that is like, she's done more than enough to prove to herself, or prove that she shouldn't have to do, to prove to everyone that she's not.
And so, of course, she bows out of the biggest competition in the world. And what do? It gets political. Instantly, she is compared to Naomi Osaka and pretty much any athlete that has ever voluntarily sat out of any competition. And I was shocked a couple of days ago when I was like really researching into the, well, I didn't even research into it. It just came up on my Facebook feed, a article from I guess I'll call them a news organization that I followed for a while. I used to follow them way closer than I do now. I don't follow them anymore after this. So Matt Walsh, who is like a big conservative, heavy conservative, like the headline of the article was essentially, first one was Suni Lee wins the women's all around, wins gold, and she's the other American gymnast. And the headline was Suni Lee wins gold in women's all around after Simone Biles quits or something. And I was like, don't tell me this is the spin they're trying to put on this. So I freaking needed to dig in. The same guy 2 days prior has an article headlined, Simone Biles quit on her country and should not be praised for it. And that floored me. Like, that's as bad as like a take can get. First of all, and so then like I kept researching. This is like consistent with the like social media conservatives. They're all following this one line, is that she's a quitter and quitters are quitters, and let's ignore the 4 past Olympics and world championships that she's gold medaled at, and the fact that literally not a single other gymnast on the planet can even score in the same ballpark as her on these stunts. And like Matt Walsh's article said that after struggling in the qualifiers, she claims mental health issues and drops out. The USA team qualified for the team finals, and Simone Biles qualified for every single individual final. So I think she was doing okay. And like, I don't know, I was just floored the other day at like just the balls it takes to write something that shitty. It just blows my mind. Like, do some research,
but
some research before. Like, the only justifiable, not even justifiable, but the only like rationale for that I can wrap my head around is boom, ESPN notification. Simone Biles drops out of Olympic team competition. Let me open up Microsoft Word and just rip an article and throw it on Facebook. No research, straight emotions on a page, and send that to millions of people and create a narrative that half the country is going to follow.
Okay. I tried zoning out like 10, 15 minutes ago, like when we started MLB. And I swear only Gooch has talked this entire time.
Oh, yeah.
He's been ranting.
I told you
Man
guys.
has been ranting.
So, Gooch, you've mentioned conservative Twitter. Have y'all seen what Ben Shapiro? Have y'all seen his tweet?
No. I haven't seen it, but so it was. I wasn't gonna say it on the podcast, but that. Let's see. Let me move some stuff around.
You know you're on the wrong team when this guy isn't on your side.
Right. Okay.
On
so
side.
I wasn't gonna say it, but it was his Facebook page and website that Matt Walsh's article was on. Matt Walsh's article was published through Daily Wire, which Ben Shapiro owns and runs.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't check everything before it goes through.
I don't know, but
I mean, I think when Ben Shapiro, Shapiro, I suck at reading, so one of y'all read this out.
Yes, we know, Barley.
Yeah, so
read it for everyone.
Obviously, you can see it on the screen. Shapiro, Simone Biles isn't a cowardly villain for pulling out. She isn't a brave heroine for pulling out of the Olympics. We live in an insanely polarized society that we can't just let people be people. So yeah, for my first impression of this is even he is distancing himself from Matt Walsh's comments. But that to me doesn't even excuse it. It's published on your website, your personal website that you are the editor-in-chief of.
Okay, so I didn't realize that part. But in general, where I was going to go with that is like, whenever he is siding against all these conservatives, I mean, I think that's
right.
No,
yeah,
you're wrong.
Oh yeah, yeah, and like it's just mind blowing to me. But that's pretty much just my big rant, is that it blows my mind that even as a fairly conservative person myself, conservative Twitter has just a complete lack of ability to do an ounce of research before just spewing emotional bullshit.
But the even worse things, like Simone Biles, she's from Houston, but like she's had a shitty upbringing. Like, for one, there was all the stuff that happened with the old
Larry Nassar, the sexual abuse coach, athlete day.
She was
adopted.
This
podcast revolved around. We always find somebody to bring up sexual abuse or assault. Or
That's the world we live in, Hunter.
I mean, yeah, people are fucked up, and
don't leave your house.
Yeah, wear a mask.
No, it gets boring.
I mean, she was adopted. So many other things, and I mean, I've heard other things about how her childhood was shitty. It's like, even if this was like I'm not saying it's not a legit mental issue because it's medication related,
right?
But like, even if it was just because like her being bogged down and
Right.
not feeling up to it. I mean, that's fine. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
And Team USA won silver in the team all around. So like they're trying to say like make this seem like she left her team hanging. Like, okay, well, what if she does have the twisties and freaking goes for a
Breaks her
vault,
neck.
blows her ankle apart, doesn't get the score, and they missed the medal stand completely because she tried to push through, knowing that she wasn't feeling it. Like,
another thing I don't get is like she's deemed like in conversation, she's deemed as like one of the greatest athletes of all time.
The greatest. Oh,
Yeah.
athlete. I thought you were saying
No,
gymnast.
in general.
Yeah.
Like when you see Tom Brady, LeBron, Michael Jordan put up on something like she makes her way onto some of those, and like it's deserving.
Yeah,
so I think it's just ridiculous. Anyone thinks like that.
she's literally trying stunts and tricks that no one in her entire sport can do for the same amount of points that everyone else is getting. So, heaven forbid she gets stressed out. But anyways, that's the majority of my ranting because somehow my wife seemed to know where this podcast was going, and I got a text message like 10 minutes ago telling me to just rein it in on the other rant.
Oh my.
But yeah, I'll still cover it, but I'm not gonna. I am not gonna kind of give you all the full cover to cover.
I've been waiting to hear this. What's
but yeah, so that wraps up our sports for the week. Highs and lows. I guess I'll just go straight into the lows. So I had a whole nother rant scheduled, and it even got worse today. I don't know how many episodes I've said on that today I was supposed to close on my house. Well, as you can see from me here on air today, we did not close on our house today. And I'm not going to get into it because my rent house has fairly thin walls, and I don't want that door behind me to come busting open whenever I start dropping names and calling people slap dicks, and not going to do it. But anyways, just know that I am not thrilled with the home buying process currently.
Can you tell us off air?
Oh yeah, I'll tell you off air.
Okay, then don't leave as soon as we're done. I want to hear it.
Yeah, I'll let y'all know. I was gonna keep it even before my wife got a hold of me, pretty kind of reined in because we still haven't closed. So I am still at this point at the mercy of my mortgage lender. Now once we close and like I'm out from under their control, it's no holds barred. Like I'm burying some people. But yeah, just stay tuned for more in the saga of me trying to buy a house.
I'm going to predict it by episode 17.
Oh, is this episode 14? If it's not by episode 15, I'll be in court.
We need Gooch to buy this house so he can buy a new mic. After.
Yeah, this is literally holding my whole life.
I'm tired of my back hurting so bad for having the best sounding mic. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and we got to try something different because I showed y'all. I guess that's my low. I sent y'all that clip of me recording on the Mac's own little recording thing pre-installed. And my mic sounds great.
Yeah, I gave a test listen the last episode. It does not translate.
No, Zoom fucking sucks. And like I looked at like tons of reviews of this mic. People said this thing is like hands down better than the $200 Blue Yeti mic and stuff like that. And so
hey,
like,
chill, leave me alone.
No, I mean, but
that's not your mic, is it?
Yeah,
I know it's a blue mic, but it's not. Or is it blue? It's a blue.
Like,
or is it Yeti?
It's blue Yeti. Yeah, it's a blue Snowball. It's the same company. So like, but like the $200 Blue Yeti, they're saying like this compares to it, and he's even better in some ways. So it's like, okay, it's 130. Let me try it out. And I like it. I like the way it sounds. Whatever, but it does not translate on the Zoom recording, and I'm the one. I'm recording. I'm the one recording. Like, I feel like if anything, mine should be better than y'all's. So it's kind of fucked up. But we got to figure something out. whether I start editing through Final Cut Pro or something like that. Because I think I get like a 30-day trial. So we could always try that out. And that becomes a pain in the ass.
All right, highs. Y'all have any highs?
I was hoping you would.
I mean, I have one, but if y'all don't have anything, I'll say my high, lead on something else, and then
It's been a
give it
pretty
to
average
Gooch.
week.
Yeah, I said at the beginning, my week's been pretty dog shit. So
yes, we've heard.
I did not work.
my high is
over
that it's
50 hours this
Friday.
week.
I
I'm
wish I
working
could
tomorrow.
say
I'll
the
see you
same.
get called in this weekend to work.
Who? Gooch?
Gooch, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm already scheduled to work tomorrow.
Oh, well.
My only high
shit.
is I did not work a shit ton of overtime this week. I'm working an 8 tomorrow just to kind of make up for it. But like, I think I'd rather work an 8 on Saturday than like kill myself working 11, 12s every day during the week.
Depending on how tomorrow goes, because I pretty much tomorrow is like I got to go in and I have to have like some stuff to get done, and once I get it done, I can go. So I'm looking at like maybe 3 hours, maybe 7 hours. So depending on how good or bad tomorrow goes, I will finish this pay period with somewhere between 130 and 140 hours.
Yeah, I think like 130 is my absolute max I've made on a pay hours on a pay period. I've done that a couple times. I've never gone over.
Wish I could just go be a bartender like Hunter.
No. I want to fight every customer.
Yeah. I want to fight with the people I have to deal with every day. The same people.
What's keeping you from fighting with ACL? What? She has a handicap?
It took me a second to put together ACL. I was like, huh?
She has a handicap, so
she's been better.
That's discrimination. Wiz won't fight someone because they're handicapped because they don't think they can take it, or he doesn't think they can take it.
Okay,
I bet she'll beat your ass.
Thank you for reminding me on her, but it's kind of like a mix of a high and low for me. She hasn't been bugging me. She hasn't been making my job harder, but I could be overthinking this because she's still recovering. She still hobbles around because her knee isn't fully healed. Her knee's not fully healed. She should come back.
I want to know what she looks like. I really want to know what she looks like.
I'll find a way to show you.
Screen share her picture.
I don't know where to find her.
I'm glad someone said something that made me think of it. Yeah. So this morning, in the middle of like all the mortgage lending drama and the work drama, everything came to like an apex this morning, and I was so close to the ledge. And it literally at that moment when I was like toes on the ledge, I got an email and my company sent out our annual employee survey. And I was like, oh, let me take this real quick. And that was very therapeutic. And I can easily say that the scores were subpar.
But
I wish my job would give me an employee survey.
Oh, and the best part of it is that after they give the annual employee survey, each base has a round table confidential meeting and goes over the results of the survey. So looking forward to that.
Is that like self-reviews or something like that?
No, it's like literally like you like review the company essentially. How was working for this company for over the past year.
Man, if it was my job. So according to this, at least 4 people are fucking whores. What is going on here?
No, the only type of thing we get to do a self-review once a year. We get to grade ourselves in like 15 different categories. If we met expectations, exceeded expectations, or need improvement, you have to give them.
I bet Wiz has always met his expectations.
Oh no, Wiz puts exceeded.
But your supervisor has to agree. I exceeded and everything, and he agreed. So pat myself on the back. But like, I'm close to my supervisor, even though he didn't give me the fucking lead position. So I was gonna say he probably gave ACL exceeded expectations. I don't know what he gave her, but like techs that we have to deal with their bullshit on an everyday basis. Like he tells me he gave them needs improvement across the board. And it's like, well, why aren't you doing anything about it?
Right.
Why do you continue to let these people drag us down when you know? Because he's only been there since November. There's supposed to be a position above him that he's having to fill in for that has not been filled since he got here. And so it's like, I get he's busy, but like, so I thought he was kind of oblivious to the fact that these things needed improvement. But like the fact that I know he knows, doesn't do anything about it, I'm like, what the fuck?
See, that means your promotion's still there. Just let him fill his actual spot he needs to fill. Let ACL get that spot, then you'll get ACL spot.
No, he doesn't want that. That other spot is hell.
Let ACL get it.
At my work, instead of like, I know some places they like trickle down and will end up like everything will end up falling on like the lowest person to fix shit. Well, stuff at my place trickles up. So if someone fucks up, it gets put on me. If I fuck up, it gets put on ACL. If ACL fucks up, it gets put on my supervisor. If they fuck up, it gets put on the position above that. And they will fucking cuss that guy out in a meeting 24 hours a day, emails, all sorts of shit because of one little fuck up a tech did.
HR has entered the chat.
And speaking of, like you said, you don't want that position. He doesn't want to move up to that position. I can firmly say, like you always see, like if you get on like entrepreneur Twitter and like Gary V type Twitter, people will just bag on like hourly jobs. Hourly jobs are 100% the move over salary jobs.
Oh, fuck yes.
I will never take a salary job.
I make more than my supervisor with overtime.
Yeah, our salary employees just get absolutely raped.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hell, it's cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's cheaper for the company
no matter
to
what
work
they
the
throw
shit
at
out
you,
of salary.
it's finish this however long it takes you.
Mm-hmm.
Get this done no matter how long it takes you. My thing is get this done, and however long it takes you, we're going to pay you overtime for that. And I'm like,
yeah,
yes. I've got no problem working on a Sunday for double time.
Yeah, I got called in on the 4th of July, but my wife had to work. And my company pays triple time for holidays. So I was like, fuck a holiday. I'll take triple time.
Oh, shit.
Salary employees ain't getting that.
Hell no, they're not. They're just stuck.
They're getting a pat on the back and a thank you, minus the thank you.
All the salary supervisors are on a list too. There's like 10 of them. And every Saturday and Sunday, one of them has to be in supervise the shop. So that means,
we're just working free weekends.
Yeah, just one day a weekend. But I mean, still, you don't get paid. You got to do it.
All right, Hunter, we drug this down to a pretty somber note. So
yeah, we have
give us a high to go out on.
Look, mine's easy. Mine's just I'm about to go take on Texas City again. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Oh,
this
Jesus.
one's better.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully, this is a better experience. That's why I could record tomorrow. But spend all day like planning out an itinerary, like packing, make sure everything's good to go. Because I'm not gonna forget shit.
Hunter's about to be a world traveler.
Look,
I'm actually supposed to be leaving. I should have been leaving tomorrow morning for Texas, but
hey,
I am not.
Now you get to leave on 9/11 to come to Texas.
Oh, much better.
That's way better. Come party with
Monday
the boys.
Holiday or the week after?
Week at what?
Oh no, that's September. I don't know why.
It's the week before our get together.
That's right.
All right, before Gooch takes us out, just want to remind y'all that we have 7 spots filled in the fantasy league, so that's up to 5.
Is it 7 or is it 8? I thought it was 8.
There's 7.
7, I believe.
We
7
have
filled.
up to 5 spots remaining.
We need at least 3 more.
Yeah, at least 3 at the most. 5.
Yeah.
Hit us up.
Hey,
DM us. Look, you got to hit us up to get in. Like, come on. All these guys, loyal listeners. We need a loyal listener, someone that makes it to the end of the podcast to hear this. Hey, at least 3, 5 at the most.
And it ain't nothing. It's $10.
Oh, we're doing 10? I thought we were going to do 25.
10.
I thought we were going to keep it. This is our first year. We're going to get established.
10. That's pocket change. That's a venti coffee at Starbucks.
Yeah, that's one trip. That's one trip to Taco Bell.
That's a car wash.
Yeah. You can drive a dirty car for 1 week to get in our fantasy league.
No shit. Like, we're gonna hold the draft on Labor Day weekend. Depends on our work schedules exactly when. I don't give a shit about y'all's work schedules. Y'all gonna revolve around us. It's our league. We
I
earn that
wasn't
right.
gonna say that.
We will take into consideration.
No, the fuck we won't. I'm not.
Like,
Hey, these are
a
paying
little-
customers.
we will a little bit. We will take into consideration. But
Anyway,
we're not. Gonna
yeah,
No, we're
so-
not. Labor Day weekend. We're good.
I mean, no, it's gonna be Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, I mean, what
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
job
yeah.
you got that you ain't free at some point on Labor Day weekend?
Yeah, especially at least that Monday. But yeah,
I'm gonna say that and then
haven't-
get called into work.
we have it at least channeled down for that one weekend. It's the easiest weekend that way into the
Yeah.
preseason. There's no
Yeah.
we won't draft an injured person by accident. I mean, unless you want to be stupid, you
Yeah.
can still do that.
If
But-
you auto draft and get
Wiz
stuck with someone
won't
else,
draft
stuck.
Tim Tebow and then he get cut
God,
from the
please,
team.
nobody auto draft. I fucking hate auto drafters.
Okay. I have to
But-
shut my brains out. Gooch, take us out.
That being said, like Hunter said, if you've made it this far into the episode, you are very real. So throw us a like on whatever platform you're listening on. Rate and review us if you're on one of those platforms. If you've made it this far and haven't followed us on social media, I don't know what to tell you.
Fuck
At
off.
Below 500 Pod, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Hit us up. Shoot us some messages, DMs, comments, something. Interact. Pretty much everybody that listens to this probably has one of our phone numbers. Text us if you have to. But other than that, keep being real and keep running up the podcast. Tell somebody about it. See y'all next week.